welcome back to the second part of Nunchaku training. Obviously, please make sure if you're new to Nunchaku, you watch the video, the first video, number one video in Nunchaku, the introduction level. We're now going to move on to more advanced beginners level and see if we can do a few more moves. So taking our basic downwards and upwards technique here, what we're now going to do is do a double downwards technique and a double upwards technique. Looks posy, it is, it's good fun. Once you can do the first bit, the next bit start to get a bit more exciting. This is called a double down and a double up. What's its purpose? This little extra circle is not going to create anything more than a bit of power, but it would obviously slow the strike down. So it's not really designed to do much more than be kind of very impressive and intimidate the opponent. A lot of it, remember, is about intimidation, looking kind of cool as well. So just make sure, again, start in the right position, elbow out, into position here. How do we do the double down? Well, instead of coming straight down, what we're going to do is we're going to flick over the top and take it slightly outwards. Okay, you can see my nunchaku is now slightly outwards. So it's like I'm flicking, I'm throwing something. And it's important I also move the nunchaku slightly outwards as well, so it can rotate round. So as I come round, I flick it, I'm going to attempt to slow it down. It's going to come round, do one full circle, and then I come down with it. So instead of coming straight down, all it's going to do is I'm going to flick it, hold it out to the side, just let it turn in its own time. It will do one full circle, and then when it starts to come over again, that's the time I come down. So it's on the second loop I come down. So it's one circle, then down. Okay? So again, a lot of it intimidation. Once you get the hang of it, it looks quite good as well. So again, from here, circle and down. You can see how I've taken it out. If I don't take the nunchaku out to the side, what tends to happen, I'll try and do it for you. Here, obviously it's just going to get caught in the way. So take it out to the side. How far out to the side? Only a short angle, doesn't have to be 45 degrees, about 30 degrees if that's helpful for those who obviously understand that, coming down. But I'm still going to my hip. That basic shoulder hip routine is still there every time. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to do it outwards. See, I've done one circle, and then on the second, as it starts to loop around, for the second circle I do the normal downwards, and I start to straighten up. I start to straighten up there again, coming down. So this is called the double down. Okay, obviously make sure, as I take it over to this side, make sure, that's a terrible example, there we go. Make sure you can do this on both sides as well. So make sure you come out to the side. Let's try again. Let's come out to the side this way. Make sure it goes round, okay? So again, this side, make sure it goes round. It's got to go round, circle round. So again, from here, circle round and down. Circle round and down. So that's called our double down. Let me show you from the side how that looks. Again, we're going to take it out to the side, let it circle round, and then on the second rotation, we bring it straight down as normal. So it continues as normal. Circle round and down. And flick it straight back up again as normal. Make sure the grab is there, elbow stays out. Circle round and down. So again, it's double down and back up again, double down. Ideally, you want to be practicing 10 of these on each side, making sure you can get this every time. Okay, there we go. So that's called the double down, little movement out to the side. Okay, so now, let's now look at the double upwards. Now obviously we've worked the double down. What we do from here is a similar principle, but obviously in reverse. From the hip position here, touching the hip bone, we flick up, but instead of flicking up straight, we're going to flick up slightly to an angle, as we did on the first one coming down. So we flick, and we take the nunchaku handle out. It's going to do one full circle, as before, and then as it comes round to start the second circle, is when we take it up. One full circle, and then we just return up to the top, or back to the start position, as normal. Make sure, if you can, when you do this one, is also you return and make sure the tip goes to the shoulder here. So it's circle out and back up. So from here, circle out. There's the circle out, I'm exaggerating it. So then circle, so a little bit of a flick, one full circle, and then on the second one, as it starts to come back up on the second one, and you bring it up towards the shoulder, make sure you start to straighten up again. Otherwise, again, it will go across your back. Let me show you from the side here. So double up from here. So again, it's a flick. There's the turn outwards. See, I've turned, I've flicked, and starting to bring it up, put the brakes on, turn it out to the side. So it's bring it up and turn it out to the side. One full circle, and then on the second circle, you're going to bring it up from there. Circle and up. So from the hip, as we flick it up, there's the circle, and up to the shoulder there. Back to return, start position, or the return position. So from here, flick it, you're going to only come up a little bit. Again, from here, out to the side, one full circle. Try and keep it moving, circle and up. Now obviously with practice, you find that angle starts to get a little bit shorter, just enough to get it through. But as a beginner, obviously a little bit wider would be a good idea. So double up, taking it out to the side. Let's go from here again, out to the side and up. Just making sure, look at that first video. Video number 1, get that right. This is video number 2. Double down and double up. So what we can do from here now, and make sure you've got the routines on both sides, is you can now practice a double down with a single up. You can practice a single down with a double up. Make sure you do this on both sides. You can obviously just do it in between, just do a single up and down. You can do a double down and a double up. So try to mix that little routine up now. Make sure you do it on both sides. Don't just practice on your best side. Start on your best side, of course, but obviously move on to your weaker side later on. So from here, single down, single up, double down, double up. You can work those routines, double down, single up, single down, double up. You can just mess around with the singles and the doubles up and down and get yourself a nice routine going. That's video number 2. Let's move on to the next one, video number 3.